Now, this is going to be a different sort of vlogs today. I just want to keep you entertained for something on my channel at least. But something funny happened at work yesterday. Well, I think it's funny, but a friend of mine there challenged me to what he called the never-ending game, where he would put me in a situation, I would try to figure a way out of it, but in what he would say, I will always lose. What came of that was a story of epicness, stupidity, and something I don't think any of us will forget anytime soon, even myself. So, with that said, here is that story. Not too long, but certainly in its entirety. I'm trapped in an iceberg, so that's a good start there, huh, guys? And I'm just there, you know, being all trapped and stuff. You know, it's all fine there. I'm not complaining. I mean, it's cold on the ice, but the sun is up there, being all nice, whatever. But then all of a sudden, a group of vicious polar bears come. They look like they're about to gobble me up for breakfast and poop me up in another 3 hours. They're drawing closer. That is, until one polar bear comes in between all of us. Well, from what I understood, it sounded like they were like speaking in polar bearese, so it'd be like, but for this argument, so it's not being annoying, let's just say that in English for now. So this one polar bear named, let's call him Cyril. He's like, guys, what have we become? We're eating other species just to stay alive. Isn't the fish enough anymore? We're becoming what we hated. And as soon as he's finished, the leader is just like pops out a shotgun, boom! He shoots Cyril dead. And somebody else was like, dude, that was Cyril, why'd you kill him? And the leader was like, what? He was annoying. No one likes his gym. And someone was like, I liked him. And then this whole argument starts out, and then this giant polar bear civil war cracks out. Guns are blazing, swords are clashing, death everywhere, and eventually every polar bear dies. All the while, that one song from Les Miserables is playing, going, I'm just gobsmacked. I wasn't even a part of that. I'm like, wow. That happened. But then kind of almost immediately, I want to say, I'm finally back home. The iceberg drops me off, say, in Texas. But I guess it was bad timing because there's an American Civil War going on now. Kind of ironic, don't you think? So I'm enlisted in the war. I have no choice. Every man, woman, and child has to go out there, pick up a weapon, and shoot other members of the Americas. That's how bad it is. So on our side, it's about to begin. All these soldiers are lined up, ready to fight. But one soldier who's getting cocky, let's call him Michael Cera for convenience sake, and don't worry, this will play out later. Michael Cera's just like, oh, I was a Juno, oh, people loved me, oh, I should have won an Academy Award. He was getting too cocky, and wouldn't you know, he cocked his gun, shoots my foot off. Ah! Well, not off, but it's bleeding everywhere. But then I was like, oh yeah, I can get out of the army this way, I won't have to fight anymore. But the general, let's just say it's Arlie Emery, because everyone knows who he is. He's like, alright then, sir, you're not gonna go out there and be a pussy. You're gonna go out there and be a pussy. I guess I'm gonna go limber out to the field and die there. I guess it's better than dying out there. But then as we're about to charge in, ready to fight the Canadians and the Connecticuts and the hidey-hidey-hos, some random soldier runs up to us and shouts, guys, democracy just reached out, everyone's in phase, hooray! So I guess we're all friends again, and because we're at American peace, we burn up all our weapons, or our guns, or our swords, just anything that would be harmful, and that way no one would have to hurt any other person again. The Americans are at peace now. That is, until the zombie apocalypse happens. But not just any zombie apocalypse. Oh, no, 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 no. It's the zombie polar bear apocalypse. That's right. The same polar bears and many more that were killed earlier on, they come back as zombies, and seeing as how they're polar bears, they're not all like human zombies going, they run fast. because it's like 28 days or whatever that is. They're fast. They'll bite right through you, so you're pretty much dead. But when they set eyes on you, so as you can imagine, the whole human race, it's getting extinct. And the only known survivors for this story, let's say, is 5 survivors. So there's me and 4 other people, but we'll get into more details whenever we go into there. So me and these 4 other survivors, we get spotted by a pack of vicious zombie polar bears. The black guy of the group volunteers himself and says, "It's okay, guys, I'm done anyway. Go, I'll hold them off." "How, dude? You don't have any weapons. How are you supposed to hold off polar bears?"
"I'm the black guy."
And he laments about his life, all his choices that led up to his decision, including the fact that he has leukemia of all things. That's probably why he wants to die, because he'll be dead soon enough anyway. A noble enough choice, but in a matter of seconds, the black guy's dead. Okay, that's something. Okay, so that bought us 10 minutes. Oh no, the polar bears have come up to us again. But haha, one of the other survivors wants to sacrifice himself too, because we noticed that there's a Batmobile ready to be stolen, because I guess Batman didn't make it, whatever. So me and the 2 other survivors hijack the Batmobile and get this heck out of there, while this other person, let's just say it's Duke Nukem, he finds a BFG from the Doom games. He picks it up, locks and loads, and is like, he sells like a cool fire tracer. He's like, "You should cool down, meatballs." Bang, bang, bang. Oh wait, there's only like 3 shells in the thing, so Duke Nukem is dead. He might have killed a few polar bears, but whatever, they keep swarming all over the place. So yeah, we get away in the Batmobile. I'll just find it down the Antares until it runs out of gas. But at this point, we pretty much reached California, pretty much right to the sea ends anyway, so it's not like we could have gone far anyway. But there's this little cavern that we could hide in from the polar bears, but one of them spots us, I guess, and he calls the others going, or whatever polar bear cry is in the wildlife. So the 3 of us are getting deeper and deeper into the cavern, into like a huge sanctum of sorts, filled with nuclear waste. I don't know, but the polar bears find us. They're ready to munch on our nibbles, getting closer and closer, when all of a sudden, one of the valves of the nuclear waste valves just blasts onto the polar bears, dissolving them. All the while they're going, "Ah! Oh, what a wow, what a wow." So it seems they're dead. We didn't want to take the chance. Well, Michael Cera, yeah, he was in our group this whole time. He's a little cocky for his own good. He goes over there and is like, "I host Bug Pilgrim. That's the best movie ever." And all of a sudden, the nuclear vast waste rises up into the sky. As all the polar bears that were involved into that concoction became literally the Thing. Yeah, the Thing is in this thing now too. Who would have thunk it? It kills Michael Cera. Good riddance. But I guess I'm lamenting. Everyone around me is dying, and the polar bears just want to be after me. This wouldn't have happened if they just let them eat me anyway. So this American Civil War, this polar bear zombie apocalypse, this wouldn't have happened if I had just been killed. So I'm ready to give up. I'm like, you know what? It's been a fun ride, but whatever. I'm ready for this never-ending game to end anyway. When all of a sudden, the other guy that was with me, this last survivor aside from me, is none other than Kirk Russell. He picks up a flamethrower. Apparently they didn't burn out all the weapons, so he cocks it out, is ready to shoot the this giant thing concocted of zombie polar bears, going, "Ah!" And then Kirk Russell's like, "Fuck you too!" And he used the flamethrower, not knowing that the nuclear waste was highly flammable, so he gets burned to a crisp. This concoction of a thing, we'll just say, is immobilized for now, but I'm the only one who quote-unquote makes it okay, because the blast radius squoops me out of the cabin. I'm flying high into the starry sky, not knowing where I'm gonna land. I do land somewhere, I don't know where, but as the sun rises and I look around, I'm pretty much near death anyway, I find out that I have landed on an iceberg. Nay, the same iceberg that started this whole thing. So, in agony, I'm crying, "No!" And this creepy horror narrator who closes us out is like, "And so, children, as we leave this poor tortured soul to his inevitable doom, knowing that he is about to set circle events again, it is time for me to say, good night out there, whatever you are. End of story. Or so it would be, because my friend had to clock out of work during that time, but he did leave me subtle hints for like the next part of the story. I died, of course, but over 1,000 years have passed. Technology has evolved beyond our furthest explanations. I am the only pure human alive, because I guess all the others died out or became robots or something. But that's not the biggest problem, because aliens are attacked and they feel like, oh, I'm the only one that can save them, even though it's pretty much post-apocalyptic anyway. But I get help. I get help from none other than Kirk Russell. He's become like a cyborg or something. I don't know. That's the Freezer Saga for you. That's probably what I'm gonna call it. The Freezer Saga, Part 1. Unbearable Chill. Is that not the stupidest thing or what? But you know what? It was worth it just getting the story through, guys, and it made me chuckle. I hope it's made you laugh, if not confused the heck out of you. But yeah, I can't guarantee if we ever do a part 2 of this Freezer Saga that it will ever come up, like when it will. But hey, I hope it comes up soon. But if you have any suggestions for part 2, what would happen then, you can be filled with pop culture references, because that's basically what this whole story is anyway. Or tell me what you think of this story anyway. I know you're probably going to think it's stupid, but hey, you're not going to forget anytime soon, are you? It is that preposterous. And I've just pretty much become the insane person in my work. Worth it. But if you don't want to wait around for more material to come to my Saki Benton channel, including part 2 of this Freezer Saga, then that's okay. Because I have 2 further channels that I'm willing to entertain the heck out of you. So there's the Preschool Guy channel, and there's a Brony channel where I review episodes of My Little Pony, whatever. Go, check them out. If you had fun with this, you'll have fun with these 2, and I'm gonna go get some ideas. Wonder if the James Cameron aliens should appear in this, huh? Or maybe the Monsters vs. Aliens aliens.